first shot that we did was establishing shot of the house. We had it fade in from black and it just zoomed into the house.
The second shot was a 180-degree shot, and it was like a pan across someone's feet as they were like walking down the road to show that they were like coming towards where our prelim was going to be set. And that was just going to be a straight cut.
The third shot was showing the male walking up the drive. It was a long shot, shows him walking to the house where the rest of the film is filmed.
The fourth shot is a mid/long shot of the male walking up to the door, and it's just going to be a straight cut.
And then we were going to have an over-the-shoulder shot of the male opening the door to the house and like entering.
The next shot is a long shot of the camera moving from seeing the male's feet to seeing the woman.
The shot after that was a close-up of the woman's face, and she says her dialogue, and that would just be a straight cut.
And then we were going to have a long shot of the male walking over to the table and sitting down, and then he was going to have some dialogue. That was just going to be a straight cut.
The next was over the shoulder of the female looking at the male and more dialogue. Another straight cut.
The shot after that would be an over-the-shoulder shot of the male as he opens the divorce papers and says to the female some dialogue, and that would also be a straight cut.
And then we were going to have a close-up of the male putting the divorce papers on the table and spinning them around for the female to see, and then the female just picks them up so we can only see like their hands.
The next is a two shot, so you can see the male and the female, shows the people's emotions, but you can only see the side of their faces and more dialogue.
Shot 13 is a close-up / mid-shot of the male as it says some dialogue to the female, and it's a straight cut.
And the shot after this is a close-up of the female like replying to the shot that was played previously to like create a conversation, and that was also a straight cut.
This then happens again, so you can see the male and his reaction, extreme close-up and a low angle, more dialogue.
Shot 16 is a close-up of the female as she says some dialogue. She then looks up at the male character, and it's also a straight cut.
Then there's another two shot, and then some more dialogue is exchanged, and it's a straight cut, and then the male stands up to like leave the shot.
You then see the male walking away. This is a mid shot, and over the shoulder you can see the female upset and more dialogue.
After that, it's a long shot of the male opening the door, and it's a straight cut.
Then we see a mid shot from the outside of the house of him closing the door, so it creates match on action, and that's a straight cut as well.
You then have an over shoulder of the woman who's crying. She's looking out the window through the blinds as she sees the man leaving.
The last shot is an extreme close-up of the woman at a high angle to make it feel more empowering over her, and this shot fades to black.
And then basically we just put all the credits.